Our Story Productions presents Cooking It Up with Betty, a saucy look at our story. So, get ready for the one and only Betty Thompson!
Hello and welcome back to another Cooking It Up with Betty show. And we have a wonderful show for you today. I have a special guest and special reports from my reporters in the field. So without any more ado, let's get started. I'd like to introduce my very special guest today, here from Sweet Swine County, the one, the only, Ronnie P. Silage. Welcome, Ronnie!
Oh, you
welcome.
are so beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I just love your apron.
Well, I'm glad you're here. You're a poet laureate. Do you have something to share with us today?
The women of the world love my bee poem. Here we go. This was a very serious effort. I was tending the lawn on Aunt Ella's lane, and I was mowing up and down, and all of a sudden the bees came out. The bees came out and they stung me. They stung me. It was horrible, but I learned this, and so I learned this. Oh bee, when you stung me, I realized how hurtful the world can be.
I love that poem, Ronnie. We never get tired of hearing it. But you do know that this is a cooking show. This is a cooking show.
Oh, I know this is a cooking show. Now, Betty, this is Cooking It Up with Betty.
Yes.
What are we cooking up?
Well,
what are we cooking up?
Put your apron on. Put your apron on.
Okay. What are we cooking up?
Well, this is a cooking show, and it's not only about I tell my people what to eat, but where to eat.
Where in Sweet Swine County?
Well, all over our story country. Oh. You know, I have a series of reporters, and they're out there and they're looking at all the small little places to eat and the big restaurants. They're looking for the best place. I suppose you'd like a little of this, huh? Okay, I share with my guests. I really do. Okay, here you go. And so while we're waiting here, why don't we just call on some of my reporters and find out what's cooking in our story country.
That's a great idea.
Abby Appetite reporting in. Today we're going to find out what's cooking in small town USA. Ah, the aromas. Such a delight to the senses. And remember, you're traveling with an appetite. Abby Appetite. Bon appetit. River City Eatery is a quaint little place nestled on the historic downtown square in Windham, Minnesota. The menu includes soups, flavorful salads, hearty sandwiches, as well as al dente pastas. I rented a picnic basket this weekend. Afterwards, I returned the basket and treated myself to my favorite homemade goodies like ice cream sandwiches, cupcakes, brownies, and sin pie. But I must warn you, the selection was wickedly delicious. The River City Eatery's meatery is perfect for a business meeting, family gathering, or friendly get-together. And it's free! Just call ahead and reserve the date. I made a day of it and stayed to enjoy the great live entertainment on Saturday night. With good food and good people, I felt right at home at the River City Eatery in Windham, Minnesota. And remember, you're traveling with an appetite. Abby Appetite. Bon appetit.
What a great place to eat.
Yes, it is. Isn't it wonderful that my reporters share all that wonderful information with us?
Now, what do you have going on here?
I'm making the specialty. Yes. This is Betty's tater tot casserole, and I have ground the ground beef. I've added corn and special seasonings, onions, and all that good stuff. You know, Betty's got her secrets. And then some cream soup to hold it all together. And now all we have to do is put the tater tots on top.
Woo! Can I do that? Can I do that? Can I do the honors?
Do the honors.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I think that's quite enough.
Too much?
Maybe a few too many. Just a few too many. No, we can't. We'll be right back. Let's have some more reports from my reporters in the field.
Lenny Leftover on the road, checking out the dining options for this special report of what's cooking. The food was so great, the only leftover in sight was I, Lenny Leftover. Good. Millstone Family Restaurant, Millbank, South Dakota. A full-service, family-style restaurant, the Millstone Family Restaurant is truly a family business, where the entire menu is served all day long. Open 7 days a week, the Millstone Family Restaurant prides itself on fast, friendly service. The Millstone Family Restaurant actually got its name from an old English flour mill across the street from the restaurant. At this particular flour mill, a stone driven by a large windmill was used to grind the wheat into flour, hence the name Millstone. Millstone Family Restaurant, Millbank, South Dakota. Ah, absolutely superb. The only leftover in sight was I, Lenny Leftover. Bon appetit.
Welcome back. Well, Ronnie has put the casserole in the oven and we're just waiting for it to cook. And Ronnie, what are you doing?
Well, I'm getting impatient. I am going to call Mrs. Swanson right now.
Swanson!
Mrs. Swanson,
No.
Mrs.
You can't call her on my show. Come on. Now, just be patient. A good hot dish takes a while. While we're waiting, let's ask for another report.
Abby Appetite on the road, checking out what's cooking in our story country. And I found a fiesta for the senses at this colorful Mexican restaurant. And remember, you're traveling with an appetite. Abby Appetite. Olé! Opening La Plaza Fiesta has been a lifetime dream of the owner, Crystal Spindler. Crystal worked for 3 years for the owner, Jose Herrera, of Plaza Morena, learning everything she could about the restaurant business, and has over 10 years of experience with restaurants, hospitality, and customer service. Jose gave Crystal her chance to own her own restaurant and to better serve the Medelia community with authentic Mexican food. For the best fajitas around, I suggest you load up the car and head on over to La Plaza Fiesta in downtown Medelia, Minnesota. Specializing in authentic Mexican and Tex-Mex cuisine, I just couldn't resist sampling La Plaza Fiesta's delicious fajitas, burritos, and enchiladas. Takeout orders are welcome, but I highly recommend calling in advance, at least 15 minutes. You don't need to make reservations, and you can order in English or Spanish. They also offer some favorite American dishes, and all their sandwich buns are made fresh daily from Sweet Indeed Bakery. I thoroughly enjoyed La Plaza Fiesta's fast, friendly service and great food prices. If you love Mexican cuisine, you'll love La Plaza Fiesta.
Lenny Leftover here, making it my mission to find out what's cooking in our story country. I taste every morsel, I drink every drop to find places so good, the only leftover in sight is I, Lenny Leftover. Romas in Milford, Iowa. Family owned and operated, Romas Gourmet Coffee Shop has been bringing the Iowa Great Lakes the great coffee since 2008. I pulled up a stool at Roma's one-of-a-kind coffee cup-shaped bar and then ordered my favorite gourmet coffee made just the way I love it. Espressos, lattes, cappuccinos, and delicious homemade rolls, muffins, and scones served in a welcoming, relaxing atmosphere. I spent hours enjoying Roma's free Wi-Fi, playing pool, and watching my favorite program on one of Roma's big screen TVs. The lunch special is picked daily and never disappoints. Breakfast, brunch, or lunch, Roma's caters to your senses. Romas in Milford, Iowa. And wow, what I found is so taste-temptingly delicious. Only leftover in sight was I, Lenny Leftover.
These places are making me hungry. This is just amazing. Yeah. I'm starving. Hey, baby, thank you so much, but I gotta go.
Well, thanks, Ronnie, for leave the apron by the door. Thanks to my reporters and thanks to my viewers. And well, it was a great show, and We'll see you back next time with Cooking It Up with Betty.